Hi, it's now day 3 after the release of my course, and it still hasn't been approved because it has video quality problems. Now, I had a discussion on a very important sounding board for technical issues revolving around Udemy. It's called the Udemy Studio on Facebook, and it's something you should join. If you have any questions, ask them there. And I asked them about this video quality thing, and what it seems to have come down to is that there's an important quality setting that you need to set when you render your videos. And this is the way that it's done. When you have a video like I have now and you're ready to produce it, you come down and you hit the same produce and share that you always use to render. Now, instead of going with the MP4 only up to 720, which is what we normally do, instead you go down second to the bottom and you choose Custom Production Settings. Now, what this will do is when you click Next, it will ask you, what kind of video do you want to produce? There's no reason to produce anything other than MP4, so stick with that. On the next screen, things start to get interesting. Here it's asking you, would you like to create all the HTML wrapper stuff to be able to embed the video? Click No, we don't want a production controller. When it comes to size, everything is fine there. We're at 1280 by 720. The next setting that is important, and this is the one that you got to mess with, is video settings. Now the quality on this is typically at 50% by default, between a small file size and higher quality. Now what it does is this controls the compression. The more compression you have, the smaller the file, but the worse the quality. So what you do is they suggest you set the compression. This is at the actual SmithTech or TechSmith site for Camtasia, that you set it to 70. Okay, some on the discussion list actually suggested setting the quality all the way to 100%. And the problem is you're experimenting here, and the only way you're going to find out is to submit your final course to Udemy and have them reject it. It's kind of a high cost to have to pay to experiment with quality. So maybe you will want to set it to 100%. Now the problem is this creates gigantic video files, and I'm concerned about the amount of time that it takes for customers, your students, to actually load them onto their devices and use them. Yes, the video quality might be a little bit better, but boy, the cost seems to exceed that. So I guess I'm going to enter a fight with the Udemy support people to see if I can get my course through at its current quality settings. But for you and in future settings, I'm going to try going with the TechSmith recommendation of 70% to get higher quality videos coming out of the whole process. Now, someone else also suggested that you should set your screen resolution in Windows to 280 by 720 to match your recording quality. Now, Camtasia will downgrade your video quality to 1280 by 720, but every time that it changes the quality of the video, well, the quality suffers through these conversions. So the way to set that is to go to your Windows screen and right-click and set screen resolution, and here drop it down to 1280 by 720, apply it, and this will apparently make everything much clearer for you. Go ahead and keep the changes. So a combination of that with setting your resolution to 100% while producing a video should get you what you're after. So here you set the quality to 70. The other is the audio quality settings. That was video quality. Here they suggest that you set it between 96 and 128 kilobytes to get good sound. Now I set it at the best quality within that acceptable range. And once you do that, then you click Next. Oh, okay, here it's asking you for whether you want to put a watermark and stuff like that, and we don't need any of that. Now everything should be normal from this point. You choose the directory in which you want everything to be generated. this is the Camtasia directory, it's the overview, and this is fine. We now click Finish, and it asks if I want to replace the existing video, and I say yes, and it begins rendering. Now it's going to render a little slower than at the 50% because there's less compression going on. The file is bigger, it's higher quality. So when it comes to rendering your videos, be sure to go through and pick custom settings. Go through and watch this video again if you have to, and set your video quality to 70% and your audio quality I like at 128K BPS. So set that, and you should be meeting the quality standards that, against Udemy, is now requiring. Anyway, good luck.